All right, hello. Oh, good morning. So I got this huge project, and I'm just gonna get started. I thought I would just roll it live, because I'm gonna be playing Minecraft anyway, and like, what the heck, you know, throw it on live and see what happens. Volume seems a little crazy to me right now. All right, so let me see about this. This is old school Minecraft. So I needed to take a break off of working in on the ice boat highway. It's getting closer to a state of like certainly not done, but like more done than it was before. But it's not there yet. But I just needed to sort of pace myself and take a little bit of a break because it is gougingly, mind-numbingly boring at times because it's just looking down and placing the same block a trillion times in a row. So I'm taking a little break. So I thought, let's build. Basically, I'm in the final push to 16,000 days, and I want to get as much done as I can before that, world download. So I'm basically odds and ends, but my problem is odds and ends right now are huge. They're enormous odds and ends. So I have these big oak trees that I want to build. These really big. They're 48 by 48 by 48 oak trees. And I need my sort of internal rule that I have for building custom trees is I have to have 5 variants, 5 versions of each tree before I'm allowed to like place them. And the reason for that is just so you don't see the same tree all over the world. I think, 5 is enough variation that it won't be glaringly obvious that it's the same tree over and over. I mean, what the heck? All the Minecraft trees look the same, all the vanilla trees rather. I'm trying to get every last bit of mud out of this. This is going to be where another tree is. See these 3? I need to make 2 more of these, but I'm just trying to get all the mud out before I cover this with dirt, because mud is a pretty precious commodity, and it's nice to grab all of it before I just cover it up. So I think I don't see any more mud here, so I think we can start. I think we can start placing grass up here. I think. I don't see any more. Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is. Yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be a tree, and then eventually, we'll be using, I'll be using structure blocks to what? Okay, there we go. I'll be using structure blocks to copy it. I did switch a couple things since the last episode. I grabbed a custom font resource pack that I think is really cool. I get very tired. I like to show my days played up until day 20,000. I probably won't show it after day 20,000, but until then, I do like to show my days played. However, that being said, I get very tired of the font. I don't love the Minecraft font, so I hate spending a rocket just to get over there. But I found this smooth font. I just like it more. I just like the font more. It reminds me of some of the texture packs I used to use back when I used texture packs all over the place. I think it's kind of cool. So what are we gonna do here? I'm gonna grab a couple of these things. I'm trying to keep things sorted so that when I move everything over to storage in Gabor, it's a little bit easier to separate. Kind of my idea here. Okay. All right. So we'll grab a whole bunch of dirt and grass. I don't really know how much I need. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know how much I need. Oh yeah, that's the plan. Let me fill this guy in right here. And go. I'm just gonna let tunes kind of roll here for a little bit, as my throat is a little bit scratchy this morning, and I'm gonna suck down my coffee. Oops. You know what I should do? I just thought of this. I should light this up. Down there. Really? Really a jerk. Okay. I should light... I don't know why. Just so it's not just like mob sounds under the trees all the time, I guess. I know I did this to the other one, so it's probably good. Who cares? Torches are essentially free. Alright, we'll light this up. So, yeah, so my boys come back tomorrow, which is very exciting for me. They've been gone. They've been at their mom's for vacation for the last like 10 days, which is probably the longest longest I've ever gone without seeing them. So I am so excited for them to get home. Unfortunately, though, that being said, tomorrow we have they start a 5-day summer camp. Now they'll be like sleeping here, but they'll be gone all day. So that, not tomorrow, Monday. So that kind of stinks, but regardless, I am very glad that they're coming home. I've missed them. The house has been just really, really, really quiet. So I'm looking forward to my boys being home. For sure. I have, we did get to play a little bit of Minecraft. They were at the beach, but they took their phones and they play Minecraft on their phones, which to me is mind-blowing. Like, I cannot do that at all, but they love it. So we did play Minecraft a little bit together, which is why I converted this world. That's the primary reason I think I converted this world to Bedrock. But it's been really nice. It was really, really, it was really great to, you know, get to play with them even when they were 12 hours away. So the idea is, over the next 69 days, I want to finish the Iceboat Highway, and I don't mean supports or bridges at all. There's no way supports or bridges are getting in during that time. But I want to at least finish the sidewalk. I did finish this area of it is done, so you can actually use the Iceboat. So actually, I think I'm in a place where I will never have to go back to the Nether, which is awesome. I mean, I guess unless I need quartz. That's the only reason why. So this part of it is done. I'll be adding supports over the next couple thousand days, probably. Wow, I just threw this up on my phone just to check. The delay is so short. It's like a 1 second delay. Really nice. Man, YouTube never had that short of a delay. That's cool. And then I had to expand the Iceboat Railway. In fact, actually, I had to move that tree. You can see the structure blocks because I wanted to make sure that this was 48 by 48. Because the medium size of my trees is 48 by 48. So I did have to move that tree because there can't be... If I have the Iceboat Railway pass within that bounding box, then it will be... it'll be transferred whenever I move the tree. So I had to move the tree first. And then just make sure that each of these squares, each of these 48 by 48 squares does not intersect with the highway. So I have this area. This will be like the big arching bridge that goes over to there's a savanna and a desert. There's a huge desert and a mesa over that way that will eventually, not anytime soon, because I need a break from highway building. It's been a lot. So we'll eventually be expanding the highway to be basically a square. Maybe if anyone wants to see the world map, I'll show it to you. But yeah, eventually we'll have a square that'll cover basically the entire world, which would be really nice. I don't know what the best way to fill this all in is, honestly. I guess like this. This one of the, you know, there are good points and bad points about Bedrock, but one of my favorite points is this: just being able to like hold and click and drag. That's such a nice quality of life thing. It makes placing a lot of rows or big rows of blocks so much easier. It really is nice. Like, it won't let you misplace a block in Bedrock when you're dragging. That's so freaking nice. Especially for like big long projects or projects like this. Man, it's like, it's perfect. My phone's showing me old pictures. Many times over the last couple years, I have turned off like the going back to photo memories, either my Amazon or my phone, because different memories were different levels of painful and all that kind of stuff. But it's back. For some reason, it keeps just settings keep changing and keeps turning back to you will look at these old photos. And there's some COVID photos right now of us all going out wearing our masks, trying to be safe and not get sick and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, what a time that was. Painful time. Oh hey, Corvin White. I'm an immaculate storyteller. Thank you. I think your cut and paste I think your cut and paste failed you there, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying something too. We're a little slow getting started today. That's okay. You know, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to continue playing Minecraft really at all once. Hey, what's up, Andy? It's been a long time. Just getting started here this morning. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to continue to play Minecraft and build in this world once I start full-time grad school in a month. And I don't have a great answer for that, honestly. I mean, I want to. I really, really want to. Like, I love the scope and the size and the story of this world. But there's a part of me that is thinking that I may need to go to only live streaming it and like not in very few videos, or maybe just videos just showing the progress on streams or something. Because like the amount of effort videos take, well, not effort, but time, the sheer amount of time that that videos take versus the time, you know, that you can just log on and just stream for an hour is so like crazy. And I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. My phone's blowing up. Your thoughts on dabbing? I don't know what that is, Lion. I don't know what that is, Lion. I don't know what dabbing is. It's not, Andy, actually, for me, it's not the editing. It's the, it's just the grind between clips. I mean, editing for me these days, now, back how I used to edit, with all the, you know, how I used to edit back in, like, the Dominion days and stuff. You were around back then. You know, that was a time sink for sure. But now, for me, now it's just the grind. I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to build this, you know, like, I'm going to build this enormous tree, and then you go grind for 4 hours or 8 hours or 12 hours or 20 hours, build a tree, and then you come back and you have a 1 minute, show off clip. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just the, for me, it's just the time, the grind time of survival Minecraft. But, you know, I love survival Minecraft. I'm a survival Minecrafter only. I've tried doing creative stuff just to build and be creative and all that stuff, but it doesn't do it for me at all. So it's not going to be my jam. But unfortunately, so there's no way around it unless you just build really little. And that is actually something that I think about a good bit. I think about, like, I should just do much smaller projects per video, but then I don't know how to get enough time in a video. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how like, if I just build like a simple, like, say I just build one tree in an episode, I mean, how much can I talk about that one tree that I built in that one episode? Like, not a lot. You know, not a lot at all. So I don't know. I still trying to work out how best to do it. All right, so we're gonna go right about, I don't know, here. All right, so now I gotta count this. So let's do. I need this to be exactly 48 blocks long. I use voice to text because I'm legally blind, so sorry about bad grammar. Oh, that's totally no problem. Of course. I use voice to text often myself, so I get the pain. It's great how far it's come, but it still has a ways to go. Hey, what's up, Spirit? How's it going? All right. Thank you, folks, for dropping in and keeping me company. I really do appreciate it. I'm laying out. Oh, okay. I'm laying out the places for my last two medium oak trees. I am looking forward to. I'm looking very forward to building other kinds of trees as well. All right. So now I got to go 48 this way. How's my day been? It's barely started. I don't have my kids until I'm picking them back up tomorrow, so I don't have my kids. So I slept in. I had a gig last night. Not actually too late. Oh shoot! Darn it! Darn it! I was counting, and then whenever I put down blocks, I lost my count. I need this to be exactly 48 blocks long. Okay, 48. Let's go. Are there any more? Oh, there is. There's one more over there that's gonna mess up my count. Wait, can I just do? What if I just do this? Then it'll go in. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. So my day. Hey, what's up, Bila? My day has just barely begun. And then I have to drive far for my gig tonight. I have a private, like corporate gig later on today. So boo for driving far, but good to be working. Okay. All right. So there's 48. Let's do. Here we go. We'll go this way and see if it. Let's see if it all lines up. What? Oh man, I had no idea there was a big mound of mud here. All right. Let's go this way. Good. I like big mounds of mud because it. Perfect. Okay. Cool. All right, we'll just variate this. Oh, I drive so much. Not just for work, but just to pick up my kids because my ex-wife moved 4.5 hours away, so I have my kids like almost all the time. And then on weekends during the school year, she gets them on weekends. So so generally on weekends she'll like come pick them up on Fridays because I have gigs for the most part. And so then on Sundays usually I have to drive either all the way or maybe we meet. If I can meet halfway on Friday, then we'll meet halfway Friday and halfway Sunday. Or on Friday she comes all the way, and then Sunday I go all the way. And boo, it stinks. Any recommendations for finding? I assume finding debris in the Nether. I like go down as low as you can. I think the fastest way is bed mining, honestly. Everyone I've seen do bed mining seems to come up more, but I like to get all the blackstone I can because I always need it for building. So I like not strip mining. What do they call it? Like row mining. I always row mine, and just because then every time I find a patch of blackstone or gravel, I always take it all. But I don't think that's the fastest. But I know that down low is the best bet. I know I've seen that before. Sorry, basically since I've had the same armor for several years now, so I haven't had to go find it anymore, fortunately, because it's miserable. I like that there's progression, but I wish there was a little bit more progression. Like, I wish they would overhaul the way tools work, and I wish you would need... I think it'd be cooler... It'd be a little bit more work, for sure, but I think it'd be cooler if, like, if you needed the prior tier of tool to make the next level. I think that'd be cooler, to really make a progression. So, like, you can't just build iron tools. You have to, like, have wooden tools that then you use stone to make, like... Here's how I would make tools. I would start with, like, you know, a wooden tool right here, like, say a wooden, and then to make stone, then you would do this, right? And then that would make that a stone tool. And then you do the same thing with copper, and then a copper tool would make iron, and then iron would make diamond, and then diamond would make netherite. And so somehow make netherite, like, ancient debris might, you know, turn into 4 ancient debris or something like that, or maybe use the pattern. I think the pattern aspect is kind of dumb, but I think that's a little bit more of an interesting way to go about the tool progression, especially now that we have copper tools coming. I don't know. What do you think of that? Like, is that dumb? Maybe it's dumb. I mean, it's more work, but the problem is in Minecraft is for a really, really long time, you've been able to just basically just skip tiers. Like, you just make a wooden pickaxe in order to get 3 stone, and then you only use 3 stone until you find iron, which is usually really fast, right? And then you only use iron until you find your first 3 diamonds. And then from that point on, you use diamonds until you do the netherite grind, right? So I just kind of feel like really doing a progression. I would do the same with armor, honestly. I'd do the same with armor. Start with leather, and then you need leather armor. I mean, it kind of even makes sense, right? Like, you would need leather armor, to use leather straps for your iron armor. So use leather armor to make copper armor, and then copper armor to make iron armor. I think it'd be much more immersive, interesting, grindy way. But grindy, I think, in a good way. You know, that's what I would do. I mean, what do I know? Not much. Not much at all. I still think I had an idea forever ago about leather armor and about adding a dodge mechanic and a speed mechanic to wearing armor that I think would went too far. That I think would be really, really cool. But so what I would do is I would add a dodge attribute, and if you're wearing leather armor, you get like a, I don't even know what percentage would be right, like 25%. Yeah, so here's what I would add. I would add 2 things, and this is funny, Spirit, like, because I don't really like mobs. I mean, they're fine. I just don't care about them as I'm such a builder. So here's what I would add. If I got the keys to the Mojang Empire for, you know, 1 update, I would add this. I would rework armor and tools the way I just said, right? So, like, make a progression. And then what's cool about that progression is that progression then would go for anything. Like, you could add more armor later and it would just go into the progression, you know? But so do the progression thing for armor and tools, and then add a dodge mechanic to armor and a speed mechanic to armor. So, for example, if you wear leather armor, yeah, you don't get that much protection or durability, but you get like maybe a 40% chance to dodge attacks, right? Because you're agile. And if you wear iron, like copper armor, maybe you get like a 30%, and iron is a 20% chance, you know, and diamond and netherite, no percent chance. But there's also because even that, I just think that would add almost like a rogue class to Minecraft, where it'd be no one wears leather armor ever, right? But if you could wear leather armor and you could move faster and dodge, because think about it, that's like realistic, right? If you were wearing leather armor, you would be able to move faster than someone in iron or diamond or whatever. And then, so imagine like, say normal speed boost is like, say leather, you could just walk, if you're wearing a full set of leather armor, you could just walk with like the beacon speed boost, and iron less so, and then diamond like only a tiny bit, and then netherite like none, right? I think that'd be cool. I think then you'd actually see people in like big servers and stuff. I think you'd actually see people for real actually just wearing leather, or maybe they want, maybe like, well, I want a little speed boost, but I want a little bit more protection. So then you'd see people actually wearing iron armor, and I think that'd be freaking awesome. It'd be awesome. No one wears iron armor ever outside of the first day, right? But if there was a reason, if there was an actually like perk for wearing it, I think people would. And then I would look at other aspects that no one ever uses. Like no one ever uses a shield, except for in hardcore until you get a totem, right? But no one ever uses a shield. So what I would do is I would add an ogre. Here we go again. I would add like an ogre boss that has a club that spawns naturally. Like it's just like, it's like every time a group of zombies spawn, there's like, say a 1% chance of an ogre spawning, an ogre boss. And if he hits you with his club, he can one-shot you in just about any armor. So make him super dangerous. Stays really slow, so you can still run away, right? So new players can still run away, whatever. But if you want, and he has to have a really good drop. Say he can drop his club. That would be cool, right? Club, a new weapon. So, but a shield can completely negate that. That damage. So then there's a reason all of a sudden to actually use a shield, which would be sweet. I could have guessed ogre, but I know. I have a thing. I have a thing, Andy. You know that. But I think it's a good solution to some useless mechanics. Right, or some, well, useless, I don't know. Some mechanics that are not currently in any way used in Minecraft, you know? All right, yeah, so all I'm doing right now, before I put all the grass in here, I'm just taking all the mud for future build purposes. I just don't want to cover up this mud because it stinks. Mud stinks to make. I don't have a mud farm. I don't really like them. Break blocks with his club. That would be a cool mechanic. Say they can ogres, they can usually, in the stories, they can smell, right? Like Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum, I smell. So maybe they can smell you through blocks. I guess it's kind of like what a sniffer did. But say, the mechanic's already in the game then. That would be cool. That would just be really cool. I wish they would give reasons. I'm going back to my Vastin days a lot here, right? Like, but no, everyone in Vastin just, you just wear diamond or later netherite armor. That's, everyone does. And so I wish there was a reason to wear the lower tiers of armor. I just think it'd be so interesting, and I mean, I'll tell you what, if leather armor would give a speed boost and a chance to dodge, so you weren't just like one shot all the time, I would wear leather armor 100%. I would switch to leather armor. It'd be awesome. No, you don't even make leather armor in the game, right? You wear no armor until you make iron armor, right? I mean, everyone does. Everyone does that, I think, just about. That'd be cool. I miss it. I miss playing in the multiplayer thing. I can't do it right now. Like this week, I've had a ton of Minecraft time because I don't have my kids. But like once my kids come back tomorrow, like I know I won't have all the Minecraft time again. So right now, I'm in the yeah, but I have Minecraft time right now mindset. So I'm like, oh man, I could do a server, and of course I can't do a server. I'm starting full-time school next semester in like a month, And once I start full-time school, you know, I'm in it. I'm in it until I'm actually in it through summer as well. Like, it won't just be during the school year. It'll be next summer. I'll be in school, and then from that point on, then I'll be doing an externship for 2 semesters. So for basically another whole school year. Then I'll be out doing like a full-time day job for the first time in my life at 50 years old. I'll be looking for a day gig. That's crazy. So still be, you know, still single dad, still playing gigs. I'm not really sure how life is going to be in 2 years from now, but I spent a lot of money and I'm really into it. I'm really into the speech path thing. I'm super interested. Like, I read books on it, like, for fun, because I'm so interested in, you know, the art of getting kids to communicate and talk and you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm super into it. It's just gonna be a lot. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Andy, what have you been working on? Hey, by the way, Andy, I want to say I see your channel's doing really well. Congratulations. That's so awesome. So happy to see it. I saw you last time I saw you were playing was that Sevtech Through the Ages? Is that Sevtech? I can't remember. Or no, it's Terra Firmacraft, right? How's that going? That's a mod I never played. I did see it got released for like the 120 generation. I'm completely out of mods at this time, and just not feeling it at all. That's been a lifelong thing. Like, I get super into mods for a little while, and then not so much for a little while. Mod pack death. What do you mean? Just not into it? I'm just kind of, yeah. I'm just kind of not into it. Just for now. I'm just not super deep into mods. Well, let's go back. Oh, corrupted. Oh, yeah. That unfortunately does happen. Sorry to hear it. That stinks. So are you gonna like speed run back to where you were in videos, or just start a new series, or just take a deep breath and figure it out? Because I can see all of those solutions. I did not realize that I have grass in the wrong place. Oh boy, I love how much mud I'm getting. However, it's plugging up my whole system here. I just moved this right before recording. I just moved tried to make, so I have 2 rows of mud, but even that's not enough. Should I move mud over here? What am I gonna do? Maybe, huh? Why don't we do this? Sand, gravel. What's the other thing? Sand, gravel, what? Oh, I can't remember what it is. Oh, right. Clay. Okay. All right, we'll throw these in there, and then make another mud thing, I guess. Then I'll have it. Wait, been playing it a bit in my spare time. Been enjoying it. Oh, looking at Sevtech. I've heard nothing but great things about Sevtech. Then I'll have a new series of Vintage Story coming out probably in September when the new update. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Chaos was actually trying to get me. I don't know. A couple weeks ago, I was talking to Chaos a little bit, and he was trying to get me to play play Vintage Story. He said, "You gotta play Vintage Story, man. It's the greatest game. Hermits are trying it. You got to try it." And I was like, I know. I hear nothing but good things, but I can't start anything new. First, I'm super into this world. You know what? Actually, hold on. I don't see a sky. Let's resource packs. Hyper realistic sky settings. Rainy clouds. Wispy clouds, small clouds. Let's do huge clouds. Oh, by the way, I've been working on this is really funny. I've been working with ChatGPT on building a Bedrock add-on to do tricks on shuffle mod. We're close. Me and my good friend ChatGPT. Look at this clouds. I had to turn off clouds in Vibrant Visuals because they were too low and my builds are too big. So I don't know which way you want to think of it. My builds are too big or the clouds are too low. But they were intersecting my builds and it was like breaking the immersion. Like I had clouds going through my floating island and it's just weird. Because then on the inside of my floating island, there's clouds drifting through and it's just really, so I had to turn them off. So I looked and I found this sky pack that just adds subtle but cool clouds, and they're obviously high, so they're not messing up my build. Chaos has basically left Minecraft for Vintage, which tends to happen with Minecraft players when they play Vintage Stories. I think the thing that's kept me out of Vintage Story is I'm not super into the art style of it. Just from watching on videos, and I haven't played it. So to be fair, maybe sometimes things look one way in videos, but like they play a different way. So I want to be completely fair about that. But the art style doesn't grab me initially. You know, maybe it would if I was actually in game. That does happen sometimes. But I think that's one of kind of the holdups of me trying it. That, and also there's just no way that I can have time. There's no way I can give time for that. I do actually want to continue my Cubic Odyssey mini-series because that plays into the lore, but I want to wait until after day 16,000 for that because that's where Fred is currently in our storyline, and I want to make sure that things sort of stay on pace because that's going to be a really important part for the Cal invasion is what Fred's doing in Cubic Odyssey. That's a fun game. It's like it scratches that sci-fi bit that I'm into, and also Minecraft-y at the same point, you know. And I heard there's a new update coming in that's going to add like player space stations and stuff. That'll be really cool. I really love sci-fi. And as much as I love Minecraft, it doesn't really hit that for me very often, you know? Even when you play like a mod pack, you know? Yeah, Chaos has been talking to me about Vintage Story. He's been telling me, oh, you gotta come over. If I weren't starting school, I probably would. But I don't want to start something else with my really limited free time. I'm gonna love having all this mud, but it sucks to gather it all. Did you, Andy? Did you see the copper golem in the new Minecraft drop coming out? I think that is a very intriguing. What's happening here? Did I somehow get I did. I somehow got an infinite water supply just from that little bit. It's intriguing. It's a really cool. Again, I don't care about mobs in the game very much, but an auto sorting mod, yeah, I'm into that. I mean, it's not super fast, and there are some limits to its power, but I think with one little tweak, I think it could be a perfect addition. I think the one thing that they should add is putting an item frame on chest barrels or shulkers with an item in it can make that like its #1 destination for that particular item. Because say you have a chest with a hopper underneath it, then that chest will always be empty, and it has to have at least one item in it for the copper golem to put that item in. And I think that's a little bit limiting at the moment. So I think that would be a really, really nice addition if they'd add that. I really don't touch new update stuff, just bores me in tears. Yeah, I get it. I mean, to each their own. I mean, the auto sorting thing is absolutely interesting to to me. So I'm quite into that. All right, we're gonna have to do a couple things here. Oh, I love. Oh yeah, the color scheme and the fog and stuff. Like this is a jungle and a swamp biome, and how it just feels so hot and humid. I mean, it feels like you're getting rained on when it's so humid you're dying. I think that's been a really nice touch. And the shaders look great. I'm a huge fan. I wish they need to give us a slider to move the clouds higher or lower. That's huge. They really got to do that. Let's see. Clay, gravel, and I'm gonna need now. I have a, is this? I don't think I have a. Oh, maybe, oh, I do. Oh, that's so weird. Why would I put them there? I guess I'll just throw all the special blocks up here. I don't know why I have them there. Okay. I'll walk to the store and back when it's done. Please read my comment later. That comment? Okay. Well, I'll try to remember. Okay. Okay. I'm so happy in this world that I found a use for Gabor, because as much as I like the build of it, not having a use for it or a reason for its existing, like all the other kingdoms have a reason, they have a use, right? Like the industrial city has a bunch of farms. These waterlogged roots are such a pain. You know, everything else has had sort of a, but Gabor is just, I just wanted to build in an ancient style, and it hasn't had a use. So having a use to build like the Arbor Druid trees and stuff has really been good. It's really motivated me to, you know, go to town on this this particular kingdom. No, I will comment on this stream is done. Okay. How's the community server? Oh, that's long gone. We haven't had a community server in a year, maybe? Oh, no, actually, I know what you're talking about. No, that's all the, like the supporter server? No, that's been gone for several years. I think that ended around day 3000 in this world. So that's been gone for probably 3 years, maybe? I mean, there was a Vastin, reboot that didn't last super long. And it's also gone. That was, you know, that was for me on a personal note. That was like when I was just coming out of my divorce. I mean, I had been here for a little while, and I thought that I was like ready to, you know, re-enter like being social and stuff, and I wasn't. You know, I wasn't at all, but I thought I was, and so I you know, I miss playing with friends. I miss talking to friends. I wasn't ready to do a YouTuber server yet, because that's such a full-time grind. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll just restart Vastin, and I'll get the old gang back together, and we'll all play, and we'll build awesome stuff. And after doing it for a short time, I just realized I wasn't yet ready. I wasn't ready to be social quite yet. I still just needed time. You know, I still just needed time to sort of come to terms with how life is. I'm finding it hard to comment on your stream. It would be easier if you read my comment after, because I know how to do that. Oh, hey, the meme god. Okay, bro. All right. Anyway, yeah. So okay. So I got to get all the rest of this mud out of this little area, and then okay. Oh man, I killed a frog. I didn't mean to. Sorry. All right, so let's rescue all the rest of this mud from being covered up forever with with dirt, and then we'll put grass over top of it, and then we're getting close. I should talk about one day the game changes that I've made in this world, just because they're changes that I like. You know, for one thing, I now this may I don't know if this will shock you guys or not, especially you guys have been around for a long time. I've made some game role changes over the past, I don't know, year, maybe more. And one of them is three main changes. First, I play with of course, I play with fire spit off, and I play with no creeper, like a no creeper add-on, and no Enderman griefing add-on. I think that's pretty common. I think most builders play with those. So I play with those. Secondly, I've switched to a keep inventory guy. I'm a keep inventory on guy now. I don't know how that happened, but I am. I died quite a while. This is probably over a year ago. And I got my stuff back, but I barely did. Like, it took me forever to find my stuff, and I found it, and everything was fine. But I was like, what the heck, man? Like, this is stupid. I don't enjoy this at all. And, like, I want to enjoy the game. So after thinking about it for quite a while, I thought, like, what am I doing? I don't have to please anybody. I'm playing in a single-player world. So I switched. So I'm a keep inventory on guy now, if you can believe it. That's one of the changes that I made. And the other one is I have an add-on that I use for cutting down trees called a tree capacitor. And I use that now. And it's basically just like you cut down trees with, you just hit the lower block and it like, ah! Oh, geez, hold on. I dropped my phone, dropped my elbow, hit everything. Okay. Hey, phone didn't break. That's good. Great. Knocked my phone down. I have a little speaker I knocked down. Anyway, yeah, I put an add-on for tree capacitor. I just kind of, I just feel like I gotta play this game. Like, this is a really, really long-term world. I gotta play this game how I like to play it. And cutting down 1 billion mangrove trees or those tall oak trees or whatever, I don't find any joy in that at all. And I want to find joy. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be joyful when I play this. I want to, like, have, like, the greatest time. And I don't find that I'm having the greatest time in those moments. So, yeah, so that's another, so that's one of the other add-ons. Well, actually, I think there's 3 add-ons that I do. I do 3 add-ons. I hear banging stuff at my house because my dad's putting in, oh yeah, you just heard banging stuff on the stream because I knocked over my speaker and everything. Yeah, so the couple of the changes. I have Enderman anti-griefing, Creeper anti-griefing, and I now play with tree capacitor, which is something I never thought I would, but I just like it. I just like it better. I don't know if that's, oh yeah. These things, man, what do you do with endless mangrove roots? What do you do with those? I have so many of these. Like fuel, I guess? I don't know. I don't even know what to do with it. So many. This is all gonna, this dirt and grass is all gonna have to be moved at some point because I'm gonna fill up my new mud row so fast. Well, maybe not so fast because at some point I'm gonna be building trees in other biomes because there's only so much of this biome left. Okay, moss. All right. Set over. Have you thought about doing smaller projects? I have. Did you? Oh, and I do. I found this smooth font just because I play with. The only reason I change is because I play with Days Played On now all the time, since that's a big part of the lore, and the font was really annoying to me. The Minecraft font. So I do, yeah, I switched. I added in 2 resource packs for now. I don't know that they're forever, but I added a smooth font resource pack, and I added the custom clouds. They're very subtle, but custom clouds. The only reason I added the custom clouds was because the clouds in Vibrant Visuals are too low. And they intersect with my builds, and I can't have that, so. Play the game however you want to. Yeah, that's... Obviously, you can't do that on a server, but, I'm playing a single player world. I'm gonna play in the way that brings me happiness and joy, and that's, you know, I have enough struggles in my life. You know what I mean? I mean, Andy, you do. You've been around. You know some of those struggles. So I don't need to add more. You know. Anyway, yeah. So that I've switched to that quite a while ago, and I haven't looked back. I've really been generally just really happy that I did that. Can you throw mangrove? I don't believe that you can. If you can, I will do that in a second. But I don't think you can compost mangrove roots. Yeah, exactly, Andy. Exactly. Yeah, and I don't, you know. The other thing is too, like, let me just stand this magma block while I talk. The other thing is that I have such limited time outside of this week, but I have such limited time that, like, having to spend more time than is necessary to still have the joy of playing survival, right? Like, I don't want to just cheat, you know, but because I don't find any joy in that either, you know what I mean? But like, I need to use the limited time that I have to play video games in the most constructive, artistic, and fun, relaxing way that I can. And that was sort of the thing that finally completely sold me over, is like, you know, cutting down spruce trees for 3 hours for a project, especially at kind of the size that I tend to build, is not what I want to do with my only 3 hours in a couple of days span of free time, you know? Welcome back, Spirit. I'm going to need to break and go get a second cup of coffee here soon. I like how your stream is not delayed. Yeah, I have a really light delay. It's like almost instant. Like if I don't read a comment right away, it's just because I'm not paying attention. I just threw it up on my phone a little just to check and make sure it was smooth and everything, and it was like it was like 2 seconds delay. It was almost instant. Really amazing. Okay. Oh, I love collecting all this. All this mud is going to be so great for future projects. One of the future projects actually here, I want to build all the roads that I'm going to build in this particular kingdom in Gabor are going to be like mud brick and stuff. So I'm going to use all of this mud, but then also like industrial buildings and all that kind of stuff. I just want to have it all. I just want to have it all like in chests. So I have it for whenever I'm ready. It was great playing with my kids yesterday. Two or 3 days ago. I'm getting all my days mixed up. Anyway, 2 or 3 days ago, playing with them in this world. We're going to be working on Failwind together, which is the old supporters kingdom. And they were like, "Can you give me iron tools and stuff?" And it's like, "Well, I'll give you iron tools." Like, "No, I want diamond tools." Like, "Okay, here's the mining level to get," because they never played survival. You know, my kids are like, they're like flat world creative kids, or like play with add-on maps and stuff. You know, they're just starting to learn how to play survival. So I showed them, and we all went mining. You know, we went mining together, where they tried to, you know, find where the mines are going to be. It was really very, very fun. This way. What's the name? This is an epidemic sound, lo-fi playlist they downloaded. It's just all my music's always epidemic sound. I'm so happy about getting all this mud. I'm so happy. Yo, you know why? Some of you might not know this. I had all these chests were full of mud, totally full, and then I lost it all. I lost all of it whenever I merged my world, and I went over to Bedrock. Because everything in every chest got deleted when I merged my world, so everything, I lost it all. I'm gonna make a bed in here. Okay, let's make a bed. I just want to have a bed in here in addition to the bed I have over there. All right. Yeah, it sucked, Andy. And every villager I had, because I had of course I had like all the best trades and all down to 1 emerald. I lost them all. All of them. They got lost when I merged my world together. And everything, all my like many stacks of chests and stuff were all lost. Blah. It took so it's been a long process of kind of like getting all my stuff back. It's just taken a really long time. That's okay. That's all part of the game. I mean, good thing is it should never happen again now, ever. Like, as I keep this world forever, since it's now, it's a 5-year-old world now. Almost 6, really. It's coming up on its 6-year birthday. Since I started Toblin back in the day. And 6 years, man. So yeah, it's coming up on its 6-year birthday. And then after that, it'll get to day 20,000. At some point, and man, that'll be huge. Though everything changes. Day 20,000, this cow attack is going to happen, and the people in this world will either perish forever and be obliterated like every other civilization cow has come across, or if they can somehow defeat him, then they not only free themselves of this sort of impending doom that's over them, but free every Minecraft world that Cal has been invading over the past millennium. Oh, I'm soup. Yes, 100%. Best decision I've made. Yeah. I mean, for me, even if nothing else, if there were no other perks, and there's quite a few other perks, but even if there were no other perks at all, getting to play with my kids while they're not with me, I mean, because if they were with me, they could play on they have computers, so if they were with me, they could play Java, and we could all play together in the same world, but the fact that we can all play in this world like forever, even when they're at their mom's, that's enough reason, if that were just it. But there's other reasons too. I mean, I am completely in love with Vibrant Visuals. I just feel like the Mojang team just like nailed it to a nearly perfect degree. I mean, I could be nitpicky about a couple things, but I just feel like it's so good. And I've always preferred the Bedrock performance, and I like if I turn off Vibrant Visuals, I like that I can see in native Minecraft without any mods 100 chunks or 96 chunks or whatever. With smooth frames. Like, I can play the game smooth without Vibrant Visuals at 96 chunks, and that's lovely. I gotta watch my shovel. It's getting close. Did nobody try just Control Alt Delete? That's funny that you say that. I think you're gonna like the story's resolution, Andy. I've had that written for a really long time, for literally years. I've had like how it's gonna end written for years. Now, I have to get there. I have to get everyone there. Part of it was James had to die, unfortunately, in the story. So James had to die, and Fred is in Cubic Odyssey, trying to get spaceships basically to fight. The meme god, I have so much spruce wood in my world that I made a whole storage building full of chests for spruce wood, and I have a huge spruce forest, which is all gone because I chopped so much wood. Yeah, I mean that's the easiest wood to chop a lot of. All right, on to column 3. I can't believe, I mean, I had, this entire row was all filled with mud before the merging when I lost everything. So that stinks, but it's okay. Sometimes this, what is this? What's this muddy mangrove roots? Sometimes there's some of it just hanging out. And I like that I'm getting clay for some reason in this. That's really nice. The merging did, there are some surprising and kind of messed up aspects of it, honestly. Hey, you know what? Let's take a boat, because this section of the Ice Boat Highway is actually finished. So let's take it. Where are we going? Which way? This way. Finished. When I say finished, I mean I use only the smooth stone slabs, and eventually I'm going to change them out for like some randomized, like some andesite and maybe crackstone brick, or I don't know what other slabs. Are there crackstone brick slabs? I don't even know. But yeah, this is basically the size of the highway that goes to every kingdom now. I'll never have to go to the Nether again. I cannot express to you how happy that makes me. Not have to go to the Nether and just actually, like, you know, go quickly between kingdoms in the overworld. That makes me super duper duper happy. This section's done. The northern and eastern expansions are not. Actually, all the ice is done. All the ice is done, but the sidewalks are not nearly done. It's not actually. Some of the tunnels aren't even expanded to make room for the sidewalks yet. But all right. Hey, Andy, look, it's your house. Andy Days built that house. We had a little competition, right there, that big one right there, to add something to the world, and Andy won. I thought his build fit the best, and then I used Light Matica to build it here in the actual world. All right, so here's what I got to do. I gotta turn on my amazing... This mob farm is absurd. It's so good. So I gotta turn this on. I don't think I have enough experience sitting around to repair. I might, actually. Hold on. No, maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember how long I let it run after I repaired last time. But it's really, really fast. Like, in a cup of coffee, I can repair all of my tools just from these four columns. And not only that, but I'm getting an insane amount of stuff. Can't believe you have to still... What do you mean? I can't believe you still have to pull it down. What do you mean? Explain what you mean, Andy. And I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. Okay? I'll be right back. like this song. All right, I'm back. Back after my internet went out. Y'all boo for losing internet. Pull down that building I made, put something prettier like a tree. I like that building. I like it, Andy. I like it, and it brings me joy because I remember the building competition, just how fun that was. Like, everyone had a great time doing that. And I like, you know, I mean, I like having pieces of my internet friends in this world. You know what I mean? It makes me happy. Okay. So is this... That's west. Okay, sun's going down. Let's, I got a bed over here. Let's grab some fireworks. They did, as I remember, it was quite a few people in it. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, I want to say there was probably almost like 15 to 20 builds. There were a couple really cool builds that wouldn't really fit in like the storyline where we were. But yours was a really cool build, and it fit perfectly in like the, you know, in like the existing world as it was back then, you know. That was early in this world. That was early in the Java world. So like 3 years into the merged world, if you will. I don't really have a main base. We could do a little bit of a tour. The road is done to that far. I have yeah, I don't have a base per se. I mean, so you saw Gabor. I'll show you the industrial city they've been working on. So let's see. So this is the supporters kingdom. So basically I had an alternate version of this world. Oh, I could show you this actually too. I had an alternate version of this world where I uploaded onto a server and let my supporters play in survival, and they built a kingdom, and then I brought that kingdom in here, and then I've been slowly sort of developing it. So this is the amusement park. This is the Fixxitt412 amusement park. This is one of my favorite builds. Looks a little better from the street view, honestly. Let's see. So yeah, so this is like basically the story behind this was Steve Tepic needed to recruit more people from this world to come here and help with the cow. So he built this amusement park so that people would come. And there's a whole bunch of, there's amusement park games over there. There's like a food court and stuff over there. There's actually a functional ride. There's a functional ride right over here. I don't know if I have a boat on it or not. So you go through the queue. Where's the queue? Here. Okay, so you go through the queue. This is Escape from the Nether ride. And the one thing I want to add here is I want to add a gas. Oh, there's no boat. Darn it. Anyway, you take a boat through this ride, and then you go through all this whole ride, going through the Nether, and then you come out in that waterfall, and that's where I want to have a gas, like a happy gas, so it looks like there's a gas shooting at you. So we'll do that eventually. And then the part I've been working on, there's like water slides and stuff, dodgems. This is like a eating food court around the castle. All these are little shops for food. Oh, there's a zoo, a developing zoo over here. And that's a volcano show. The volcano explodes every night. Here's the power tower. This is a functional ride, kind of. So you go through the queue, you come up here, and then there's 4 versions of the leap. So you can do this is the second tier where there's big slime blocks, and you try to get to that target over there. This is the hardest one here. Should I try it? Definitely not the Disney castle. Definitely not. All right, let me take off my light. Let me try this. You have to get these. Oh, these ones aren't as bad, but this one you gotta get perfectly. Oh, I missed. I didn't get there. Darn it. You have to get the last one just with the right momentum to get from the last one and get into the water. But yeah, so that's all right. And these things catch the volcano meteors as they come down. They land in there, and then what we're going to do is eventually we're going to find like a retrieval mechanism, like rails that go into the fake volcano so it can go off the next day. I have roller coasters and stuff over here. Oh, my light turns on. Okay. That's the amusement park. I'll show you, I'll do a little tour. We haven't done a tour in a little while. I'm not in a rush. Not in a rush today. I tried to really make a whole bunch of restaurants and stuff here. Adding the parking, honestly, was one of the biggest improvements I made because it really makes this feel more like an actual amusement park. And eventually, there'll be another parking garage where the highway goes into, because I want this highway to feel like a real thing. So there's a big supporters, like, fantasy-styled kingdom up north. We can go take a little peek at that. I won't be able to go all the way to Tovlin because the ice boat road doesn't connect there. So there's a whole nother kingdom. But when we get to the industrial city, I'll show you the map of how big it is. Load world. There it is. Oh, you know what? Here did we skip it? Yeah, we skipped. So this is my first kingdom. This is called New Hope. This is my medieval kingdom. This is where we started. So this is just a pretty straight ahead medieval kingdom here. Pretty standard. That's up here. This is Frostmire Castle. This is the university of the world where people are studying and trying to figure out how they can fend off the Cal invasion. So this whole thing is set up to be a university. And then, well, I'll have to get my boat. Where's my boat? Here it is. All of this farm. I have so much terraforming just to make this like this highway feel like it's part of the land and not like hovering over it. Oh man, I mean, this is gonna be so huge. I do know where I spawned. I'll show you. That's the industrial city. I'll show you right where it was. There's a huge build there now. All right, so this is Failwind. This is going to be the fantasy kingdom, and right now it's uninhabited because of storyline reasons. But once people come back, a lot of them are going to live here. So I need to get back to rehabbing this soon. Basically, my supporters built this kingdom, and I'm just sort of slowly redoing it in my own style, kind of like one house at a time. So those are some small projects I can do videos of, which will be nice. Oh, that's actually I have an ancient city transformation. It's kind of a pain to get there, but it's going to be right there. That's going to be the entrance to it. But yeah, I transformed an ancient city into an underground bunker. That's called Perseverance. I don't have a name for this farming village here yet. I need a name for it. Eventually we'll do that. And then this is going to be the end of the tour because there's a huge kingdom if you follow this on, but the road doesn't yet quite connect. But this is Steelport, and this is my industrial city. Because so in this world, as time moves on, up to day 20,000, that's when the AI is going to attack. So as time moves on, Steve Tepic, the leader of this world, is like kind of teaching them technology and stuff, and trying to get them up to be a spacefaring race. Oh yeah, we could go to the end. We could go to the end. Maybe we'll do that. I'll show you the Titan station too. So yeah. So this is Steelport. That used to be my Java mod farm. Clearly it does not work anymore. This is okay. I'll show you the map though. Okay, so here's a map of the world. We're right here in Steelport. This is the medieval city of New Hope. This is, what's it called? Failwind. That is the floating island of Luminar, right there. That's Luminar. This is Sandgill. That's the Ark. That's my first mega build. Oh, this is Booty Bay. I didn't show you that. That's a big pirate's cove. This is Gabor, where we're currently building those trees. And then this whole kingdom is Tovlin. This is where, when I merge, this is my old Bedrock survival world that I brought into this world, so they're all like one connected world. So this entire thing was all together. So Tovlin is huge. This is a twice zoomed out map to give you an idea of how big it is. Each of these are zoomed out twice. This is called Monument to the Fallen. It's the old ice castle that is going to be my ice farm, but also where I put some statues of supporters in. Why does it turn off repeat even though I have it on? I turn it on every time. Okay, anyway, that's pretty much the world. What I'm going to eventually do is expand this road, my southern highway. I'm going to expand it here. Well, I wish these weren't named. So I'm going to expand it. It's going to go all the way over to about, well, right here. So then the northern expansion will come straight down and to about here and connect, because this desert is going to be an old West Kingdom eventually, and then this mesa could be something else. I mean, so eventually we're gonna build here, but that might be after day 20,000. That's in the far future. Anyway, yeah, that's my map. That's my current situation. I really love. I mean, I love it. I really love it. All of I love this highway system once we actually get all the supports, and what's going to be cool is each of these bridges will be built corresponding to the city that they're in. Like the industrial city will be like a big suspension bridge. The medieval one will be very medieval. The fantasy one will be like all like elven and fantasy styled, you know, like everyone will be kind of its own thing. I'm not going to go to the end right now, but there's, we have the end. I removed the end island and I built an enormous space station called the Titan Station. And that's going to be the first line, well, the only line of defense against Cal for the big 20,000 day, movie, you know, like the end of the Fixxiverse, if you will. I don't know. Did I show you this? The Arc Tower. This is how, this is a communication relay, basically. This is how they communicate between times, because there are different characters in different times, and the Arc facilitates communication between time periods, thanks to the good AI, Tracy, from the old ship's computer from Tovlin. There's a whole bunch of lore if you're interested in the lore. This is a place called Valebrook. It's a little tiny hamlet. I do want to expand on that later. What the heck? I'll show you. Do you want to see Booty? You want to see the Pirate Kingdom? Because I love it. I love it so much. I'll show you the Pirate Kingdom. Do I have a bed on me? I don't, darn it. Okay, so well, before we go to Gabor, I'll show you the Pirate Kingdom. So this is Booty Bay, named by Chaos, actually. And this is the pirates were adversaries of this world, but they Captain Watt in the lore brought them in because they finally figured out, like, if the world explodes, they're dead too. So now the pirates are actually in charge of the food shipping, thanks to Captain Watt, who was a former pirate, facilitated all that in the lore. But I love this build. This entire island was a custom island. I set a personal goal to go 50 hours in Minecraft and build this thing within 50 hours, and I did. This is one video. This is why I don't like huge videos anymore. But even, like, I love all of this. Like, even the storage building is like a turned over pirate ship, and it goes down. There's actually a reason for that. I try to have one reason for each kingdom that I build in my world, like one reason to come back. And this one is this is a huge bamboo farm. And eventually it's going to be a smuggler's cave. So yeah, there's an enormous, like a ridiculously big bamboo farm here. More bamboo than I could ever need. See you, the meme god. This is... Andy, did you ever see this? I'm very excited about this. Underneath Booty Bay, there's a huge lush cave. It goes on and on and on. So eventually we're gonna make this into a smuggler's cave eventually, but that'll be awesome. I mean, that'll be amazing. But that's way down the road. It just goes on and on. It's so great. Wait, how do I get her? How do I get out? Oh, yeah. This is actually another part of this. It just goes on. It's so far. It goes so far. There we go. Yeah, that booty bay. That was such a long. That was such a long build. Like I just, you know, that's what I just can't do. I can't do single videos that are, you know, so long. I've got to make the videos more possible to actually record with my once I start school. I can't keep doing it like this. So maybe I'll just go to streaming an hour here or there whenever I can. I don't know. It'll annoy me because it'll be harder to get little lore segments and stuff in, but I don't know what else to do. I love how washed out in rain. I love how everything gets all so gray here. And yet you're still taking on the big project. Yeah, I am. Yeah, like for example, for this particular video, I'm building 2 huge oak trees and finishing the Iceboat Highway in one video. But that's mostly because of the time I have left. You know what I mean? That's mostly because I have. Oh, actually, this is a build I kind of forgot about. Yeah, there's this too. How do you get in here? Up here? This is my underground bunker that's very not done yet. I don't know. How do I get into it? I can't find it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what the heck? I'd like to get into this bunker, but I don't know how. I know how to get in there from the nether. Oh, wait, is it here? Oh, geez, wow. Do I have any torches? Yeah, hold on. Let me light this up, because I can't see this at all without torches. All right, yeah, so this is I nicknamed it Boneville. I don't know if I'll all call it, but this is a great bone farm. But now I have the island of Luminar that's even a better bone farm. So basically, it's a passive fish farm, and fish drop bones, you know, so they just come, fish just spawn here like crazy, and they just get sucked down and die in the magma blocks. But then, I used to have trident killers, and it just didn't make sense, so I just made it passive. But then I figured, well, if I'm going to AFK here anyway, I might as well get some stuff done. So here I have a couple, I have an auto crafter that crafts bone blocks automatically, and then, oh, I just emptied this out. But then I also thought, well, if I'm going to be here anyway, I should try to get more bang for my buck. So I did oh shit, okay, well, here we go. Looked right at him. Where is he? Down there. Okay. So then I thought, well, let's do so I do every color of sheep farm here that runs on a detector rail system. So as rails go, something weird has happened though. These sheep have all doubled. I did not double. There were only one of each, and now there's 2 of each, and I did not do it. So it is what it is. I didn't do it. They just all doubled somehow. Yay, bedrock. But anyway, yeah, this cart just goes by, and every time it goes by, it fires off the dispensers, which try to shear them. So I have good amount of wool, you know, and each chest is roughly the same, more than a couple rows. But then I thought, well, if I'm going to be here AFKing anyway, I'm already getting bone and wool. What else can we get that's passive? And I thought, well, I should do an iron farm. So there's an iron farm right here. And then I thought, well, if I'm going to have an iron farm, I should make it into an emerald farm too. So I have all these villagers, and I'm going to redo some of this. I'm going to keep the carrot villagers. These guys are all carrot villagers. Carrot and pumpkin and melon villagers. Because I can trade these for, you know, so I can just come and get this. This is actually a pumpkin and melon farm here. So I'm getting tons of pumpkin and melon here, I think. Yeah, oh yeah. It's overflowing probably, yeah. But, and then over here is iron. But then I came up with the idea, I forgot that fishermen, so these are just like for iron trades since I'm getting so much iron. But then I thought, you know what? I should trade out these guys because these are potatoes and they require more potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to some unfortunate accident might happen to these guys, and I'm going to trade them for fisherman villagers because I can trade fisherman villagers tropical fish, which I get for free on my passive fish farm up above. So I'll probably do that at some point, where I'll trade in these guys for fisherman villagers. So that way I get emerald, iron, wool, bone. I wonder if this is... I haven't checked this iron farm in a really long time. I wonder if it's overflowing. It might be. Nope, not overflowing, but doing pretty well. I got this all the time. So yeah, the iron farm is working fine. There is a slime chunk down here somewhere. I don't remember which chunk it is, but I could potentially do a slime farm as well. But the island of Luminar has really changed everything because it's such an unbelievable... Like, it's an unbelievable farm. It's so good that... Oh, you know what? Well, it's a faster bone farm than even my really fast bone farm is, and I'm getting also gunpowder. You know what I mean? So like, if I'm getting gunpowder too, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do there exactly. All right. Regardless, now repair over, tore over. Let's go back to collecting all of this mud. And then we'll grass over it, and then who knows? I don't even know. You know what? I need to stop here and take a look. I'm not sure what time I have to go to work. Let me see what time my gig is. It's far away, I know. It's like 2 hours away. I have to be there at 5:30, and it is hour and a half. So I'm going to leave here at 4 o'clock. Okay, so I still got time. All right. I just want to make sure that, you know, I didn't blow it. I don't want to get fired today. That's not my goal. Sheep duper. Can't see there being a big call for it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I certainly didn't do it. I had one sheep in each pen, and Bedrock, yeah, you know, some people call it bug rock for a reason. I have not found it to be very buggy. I found it to be pretty darn polished, but every once in a while, something really weird happens like that. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I mean, if I wanted to, I could just go in and kill them. I don't mind if they dupe. I just do not want them to disappear, because it was a pain to get those, all the different sheep in there and dye them and all that kind of stuff. Have you ever been late to a gig, dude? No. No, work comes first. No, actually, no. Kids come first. Work comes second. Everything else comes after that. You know. No, I have a strong work ethic, especially about being late. I mean, my job as a musician, you cannot be late ever. Like, it's not like, you know, you don't get a warning. Like, if you're late, you are very potentially fired on the first offense. Like, you just can't. You cannot be late as a musician. So, I mean, if I was a little bit late to sound check, I would probably get like a word from the boss. But if I were ever late to a gig, I'd be looking for other work. It's kind of a one strike and you're out policy. There was one time that due to wildly unexpected traffic, I was really close, and it was close enough. I was so nervous. I don't ever want to go down that road again. I want to take all of this mud, but because first I want all the mud, but then secondly, sometimes you break into these mud and they're just mud and just keeps going down, and it's like a huge mud pocket. And also ore. I need a lot of copper. I need like a crap ton of copper for the big Steelport Bridge. So every time I see copper, I need to make sure I harvest it all. And also, you know, this is all just going to get covered up by grass and dirt, so there's no reason to not take every single bit of ore. I don't really need, like, I don't use coal for anything, but I lost it all in the mergening, so I'm kind of replenishing my stock. Like, look, I want to, you know, I want to get all of this. Also, I need andesite. I need, like, all the andesite I can get, because I want to use that for sidewalk blocks. So, all the andesite, I got to make sure I pick up. Okay. All right. Well, there's a great place for andesite in this world, just outside of Tovlin. I started working on this, hey Andy, you remember I don't remember, Andy, how far back you go. I know you're back a really long ways, but do you remember, were you around during Vastin? I don't remember if you go back that far or not. But there was a Vastin that we did in season, well, in the like the Hobbit season, Andor's Rest, where we dug like an insane like crevice. I don't know what you call it, like a man-made ledge, cliff. What the heck? What would you call it? That I don't even know. Anyway, we dug it. So I started doing one of those because I want to have like cliffside houses, and that was 1.17 generation, because whenever 1.17 came out, I reset the chunks near Tovlin so that I could get the 1.17, like the copper and stuff. So that during that 1.17, there was an insane amount of andesite, diorite, and granite. Like more of that than stone. It was crazy. And so I have a big area of 1.17 generation right near Tovlin that I can go anytime I need, like andesite, diorite, or granite. I can just go there and mine, and it seriously, you get more of those blocks than you get stone. It's really nuts. I started watching after the Wells Night. Oh my goodness, you were the Wells Night generation. Wow. You know, it's funny. I thought when Wells came into the world, the first time he came in and did like a 3-part tour of Vastin, I thought that was going to make my channel just explode, because Wells was so big at that time. I mean, still big, but like he was doing all like tons of videos and, you know, really active and everything. And I thought for sure, and it didn't do a lot. Like I bumped up from like a few hundred subscribers to, I want to say, like maybe just over 1,000. But my views on videos didn't change at all. Like, so like it was just interesting. Like that was the first time I learned that like shout outs and tours and stuff really don't do anything. They don't do anything for channels. Like back then, I used to always try to have another YouTuber on my world tour episodes. That was kind of a thing for a while. Everyone did it, and it just doesn't do anything. It just does. It might give you a bump in subscribers, but that doesn't give you a bump at all in views. Look at all this copper. I want it all. I need it all. Oh man, I need all this. There's so much. It's just crazy. There's so much mud and I want all of it. I guess I'll take this too. I don't need the magma block, but it's just there. Yeah, in the merge, some weird things happen. Like, I find there's weird clay pockets just kind of like randomly all over the place. Oh shoot. Well, okay. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna fill that up. Okay. We'll just go around this. This is a giant water area, so okay. I'll just take as much as I can, I guess. Shoutouts don't do jack. Yeah, they don't do anything at all. Shoutouts, even like, you know, I was on Wells' channel back. Again, I want to say this is back when he was like pumping out videos like daily Hermitcraft videos time, right? And it just doesn't do anything. So I just didn't, you know, lesson learned. I just didn't, and it was still cool and whatever. And you know, we got to be friendly, you know. So that was all cool. Yeah, it certainly doesn't do anything. Although the one thing that did do that I think that I still am really glad, probably the biggest thing that did was it got me to be friends with Joel Duggan and Pixel Riffs, because then they got me on the Spawn Chunks, and that's a friendship that's still maintained. So it is nice. It is nice to I still talk to those guys occasionally. So because Joel saw the Wells videos and had me on Spawn Chunks a couple times, so that was cool to get to be friends with those guys. They're nice dudes and very in the know in the Minecraft community and all that kind of stuff. I was lamenting, Andy, the other stream, or maybe it was a stream, how there are just so few long-term Minecraft Let's Plays anymore. It's such a completely dead genre, and it sucks. Like long-term, the only ones that I'm aware of, I'm talking long-term, I'm talking, say, over 100 episodes of the same world, right? The only ones that I'm aware of that are currently going is Dallas, Lobo's Garage. Is that it? I think that might be it as far as long-term worlds go. Oh, Etho. Does Etho still upload a single-player world though? I haven't checked in quite a while. Dallas, Etho, Lobo, yeah. I have not checked Etho's series in a while. I should. He's the godfather of the long-term series. Yeah, Cloudtoast and I were talking about how much we miss, like, just that's that old school, like, you know, like Wells Kingdoms and B-Dubs, you know, building with B-Dubs, and Germsy Boy still uploads. He got burnt out for a while, but I think he's back. He did a stream, yes. Was that yesterday? That was yesterday. He did a stream yesterday that yeah, so Germ certainly is. I think his numbers are technically 80, but he's had so many iterations of his world, I'm not sure how you would count. So Germ certainly is in that conversation, for sure. One of the things I need to do is I need to go around my world and take new thumbnails of about 60 episodes. I actually recently went through all of my older videos and updated the thumbnails just so they match, so they're all consistent. And I left off around episode 270. So I have like from 270, or no, maybe 230, from like 230 until 300, where I want to get all the thumbnails sort of streamlined and the same. This mangrove, man. So all this, look how much mangrove roots. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with these 2 magma blocks either. What the heck am I gonna do with these? Up here, I guess, and just the random crap chest. Let's just do this for. Nope. My fingers are. You know what? Whenever I stream or record, I move my mic to be right in front of my face. so my hands are not in the like the same position as like they usually are. All right, I'm just gonna let's try to sort this out a little bit. It's so weird. Like when I merged, all of the signs got blanked too, so I'm just slowly like figuring out what I'm going to put where in each kingdom story system. It takes forever. Are you going to update? That always wasn't. Thank you for saying that. That always was a nice touch. Right now, I really want to go. I really want to stay vanilla, unless I have to change. Like for example, the clouds, just because of what I talked about before. But I do really like doing the paintings of the builds in the world, because I feel like that's realistic, right? Like that's what, you know. Hey, what's up, Red? That's what people would do. People would have paintings of their actual world, right? So, yeah, that's you know what? I might do that, Andy. Paintings don't really, you know, because if paintings, if I went back to vanilla after using custom paintings, it wouldn't really change anything, you know? I wouldn't do, like in Vasted, we had paintings that looked like knives and forks and stuff. I wouldn't do that. But if I just made them like very vanilla-esque paintings, but of Fixtopia, that would be cool, actually. I might do that. Yeah, okay. I think you talked me into it, Andy. Darn it. you just talked me into doing more work. Ah! Someone stop this man before he makes me do even more work. We're just talking about, I don't know, just random stuff, whatever. Andy suggested if I did paintings of... Oh, yeah, you could just do a resource pack. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like doing paintings in this world of the stuff that's in this world, which we used to do in Tovlin. In Tovlin, all the paintings were in Vastin, all the paintings were of Vastin, which it was, yeah. Andy's right. It was a nice thing. I missed that. Yeah, I might do that. But right now, what we're doing is I am clearing out the last 2 tree plots for the Arbor Druids to build 2 more medium oak trees. That's what I want to do. I want to, because I have to have my internal rule for oak trees. I have to have 5 before I'm allowed to place them in the world with the Arbor Druid technology. I have to have 5 variations of tree, and I have 3. So I need to build 2 more oak tree variations. But before I do that, because I'm going to be covering this all with like grass, I want to get every single bit of this mud because I want to use it for building later. And I don't just... It's easier, you know, it's easier to build when the sun is coming down, so it's not a mob fest. Or it's easier to harvest, rather. So I'm just grabbing it all now. Just taking it, throwing it in chests, so for future, you know... I have all the mud I could ever really need. Oh, I say that, but I could probably always use more. Because actually, we're going to have all the paths in Gabor are mud paths, so I'm going to need a lot of mud just for that, let alone if I want to build skyscrapers out of mud, which I definitely do. Out of the mud brick palette. Can we love the island project? And the other update, yeah, Luminar is going to be awesome. If you saw, you know, I don't know, actually, Andy, you might be the only, I guarantee, Andy, you're the only one here who remembers my floating Bastion Elven Castle. But Luminar is going to be very inspired by it. Do you guys want to take a look at it? Let me know if you want to take a look at that, at the old Bastion Castle, because I've been looking at it actually for some inspiration. Because it's going to be very inspired by... I'm not going to copy it, of course, but that's one of my favorite all-time builds, and I kind of want to go back to that well and see if I can update it for more modern times. Am I full? Oh, no. I mean, now, that was helped by Germsy Boy's beautiful texture pack, too, that we used then. So I'm going to have to... I'm gonna have to use vanilla, but I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I think we can do some really cool things with I'm gonna use a palette of spruce, like stripped spruce logs, and sandstone, and deep slate is gonna be the main palette for the castle, and it's gonna be massive all on the island. And then the very center of the island is going to be the Mirror of Luminar, which is going to be instrumental to the lore, if you've been following the storyline, to bring all the people back from the void where they are currently stuck. Yeah, I'll pull up the video. We'll take a look at it. All right, let's see. I don't know anything. The Unknown. I don't know anything about Warhammer 4K. Like, not a single thing about it. Let's see. I'm searching for my own video right now. Hold on a second. I see it. I have a playlist. I have like a 6-episode playlist. I'm not sure how to show this screen. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna figure out how to share my my screen. Oh wow, it's 11 episode playlist. Holy cow. Let's see. What's this gonna show? Man, I don't know what this is gonna show. So hold on. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna show something. I don't even know what it's gonna show. So hold your horses here. Who knows what this is going to be on the screen? Okay, good. All right. So here, let's see this one. This one should. Let's see. Boy, this feels like very low def. Can I make this higher? Okay. All right. So. Hey, look, I'm using the same title font as I do currently. That's weird. It's like I haven't evolved at all. Oh, here we go. Okay, here. Check out this castle. This is going to be kind of what I want to do with Luminar. It's kind of the idea. What's up, Quarter? We're talking about inspiration for a future build here, and just I'm going to be building a castle up on a floating island, similar to one that I did years ago on this server called Bastion. How long am I going? I don't know yet. I don't have a plan. If I were to guess, I'd guess an hour probably. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a similar idea. So I'm thinking stripped spruce, a lot of spruce, like tons of spruce, sandstone, mostly like probably smooth sandstone, and deep slate for the darker bits. That's going to be sort of the palette that I want to go with. But man, I'm looking at the island of Luminar, like the floating island that I built already in the world is considerably bigger than this island that I built in the end in Bastion. I mean, it's a lot bigger. But yeah, I really like this build. I think it was really interesting. I loved how it was really like tight corridors, even though it was sprawling. You know? Yeah, I think it would be really cool. Just like so much strip spruce. Yeah. I think it would be really, really cool. My favorite historical country. Oh man, I don't know. I liked America like 10 years ago. It's kind of historical. Not as big of a fan now. It's okay. We'll come back someday. Don't worry, world. Anyway, yeah, I think this will be cool, right? Like Luminar, like kind of built like this, but with, you know, with the three palette. I think it'll be really great. Man, this is so much bigger though. Holy cow! I forgot. Like I thought this was big, but this is not that big compared to what I'm thinking about building here. Anyway, looks like your house. Yeah. Yeah. That was a big build. So anyway, so I'm gonna go back to that well on Luminar, and then you know, I have pretty nice lore set up to explain. It can't, you know, it rose out of the ocean and all that kind of stuff. I think it'll be really cool. I just got done saying how much I need andesite, but then I threw it away because I want mud more. I can get more andesite, but mud is a limited resource. Okay, I think we're very close to we're very close to this, but I have to throw everything in. You sound like you'd be in the Imperial Fists, Bob the Builder Legion. Man, I don't even know what that means. I'm sorry, I don't understand the reference. All right, so we'll dump everything back, finish clearing out any mud that still exists, and then we can start putting grass over the top of it so we can start building a big freaking oak tree. Although I'm gonna need more oak and oak leaves in a big way. Hey Andy, nice to talk with you. Thank you so much, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, I appreciate that. And congratulations on how well your channel's doing. I can't tell you how happy I am to see that. It's really, really great. Okay, I think I see some copper. I want it. I want all the copper. Okay, is there any more copper? I thought I saw maybe one more. Okay, I want all the copper. I want all the mud. And actually, you know what? I can take all this. Because this is gonna be this is under the ring around the tree. So all of this mud is mine. That's a lot of mud, man, just around this one ring. We're gonna use it all. It's so great. It's so great. Oh, I love muds in the game. That's such a nice. And Mojang's been they've been doing great. Like, they've been putting out some really, really, really good updates between, you know, between the vibrant visuals and the Happy Gas. Happy Gas isn't totally my cup of tea, but I think people who love that stuff is great. I actually really like the player locator bar too. I think that's a really cool. I was kind of mad about the player locator bar until just the other day when I was playing with my kids, and I realized how useful it is. It's really great. It's really, really great. And it's configurable, so like if you don't want to have it on a server that you're on, whatever, you can turn it off, but it's super nice. Like, how often have we been like looking for someone you can't find, and we're like, no, where are you? Oh, I'm at this coordinate, blah, blah. Now you can just see. It's really, really nice. How old are you, Fixxitt? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, sure. It's publicly known. I'm 48. I'm an oldie. I'm officially an oldie. Not on my deathbed yet, but who knows? Could be coming. Could be coming anytime. Okay, where's this coming from? Is that a waterlogged block? What am I? Oh, there is a waterlogged block. Ah, I hate these waterlogged roots. Hate them. Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft for pretty like 1.6, I think. I think I started 1.6. Like the horses, when the horses came out. Is that 1.6? I think really technically, I started playing in 1.5, but I was like very like not, you know, not consistently playing all that kind of stuff until 1.6, and then I found out about modded Minecraft, and that changed everything. When I found out about Ars Magica, the mod from Paul Source Jr., I was like, yep, this is it for me. I'm good now. I don't need any other games. That's all I'll ever need. Oh, I thought there'd be a row here. It doesn't matter. You sound like you're in your 20s, maybe? I feel like I'm in my 20s, although not recently. So I got, a tick got me about 4 weeks ago now. And I got Lyme. I got like I live in Pennsylvania where ticks are like rampant. It's awful. And I wasn't like in nature. I wasn't like hiking out in the wilderness. I was like in my yard and a freaking tick got me and I got Lyme, but I didn't know for a week because the rash was like, it was like on my back of my leg, under my butt kind of. So I didn't see it. I didn't know it was there. So I finally, after having the worst headache of my life, and listen, I want to say, I'm not a headache guy. Like I don't get headaches generally, which I'm lucky. I realize how fortunate that is. But I don't generally get headaches, so having them at all is pretty rough. And then having one that was so consistent, like it did not go away for a week, for about 8 days. And finally, my girlfriend drugged me to the doctor because I wouldn't have gone. I was like, I'll be fine, it'll pass, whatever. But it sucked. It was like blindingly bad. I couldn't see. It was so bad. And she drugged me to the doctor, and the doctor looked and gave me a checkup, and she's like, "Oh, you have the bullseye rash. You definitely have Lyme." I didn't know, so it gave me medicine. It took about 3 days for that to sort of kick in and take care of it, and then now I'm fine. But I gotta say, like, I'm fine as far as I don't have any headaches, and I'm not like achy and stuff anymore. But I will say I'm not feeling 100% still. I'm like I've never had it either, and you know, it sucked. I'm still pretty achy, and I have very limited energy. I tried to work out for the first time on Monday. So today's what, Saturday, right? So like almost a week ago, I tried to work out again, and I do body weight stuff. Like I do dips and pull-ups, and just try to always add reps and everything. Like I do a really minimalistic type of routine, and I could barely get through it because I had just no energy. Like a set of 10 body weight dips was like, it wrecked me. So it was that sort of level of, and it's still there. So I'm hoping this week I'll be able to get back to, I'm hoping on Monday I'll be able to get back to really lifting and, you know, taking care of myself. But boy, I was not there Monday. So I took the rest of the week off, just trying to rest and get back. At least your back ain't got nothing wrong with it. Oh boy, back is tough. My dad's back has slipped and messed. Yeah, back. There are a couple things in life that'll really put you on your butt. And one of them is back pain. One is tooth pain. It's just awful. Back pain and tooth pain can wreck you like nothing else. I've never had it, but a friend of mine had gout just on his feet, and he said the same thing about gout. He's like, man, you don't know how bad it is until like the weight of a like a sheet, like a bed sheet on your feet is excruciating. I can't imagine. I can't even, right? I can't even comprehend what that would be like. So yeah, back pain and tooth pain are, for me, the worst things I've had, as far as just like, can't just kind of continue on sort of pain, At least I can go to the chiropractor and stuff. My dad's got, that's rough. Rough. Oh shoot, darn it. I forgot. I was trying to light this up just so it's not like a total mob farm. One of the changes Minecraft made that I think is underhyped is the change to need total darkness for mob spawns. That's awesome. I love that. I love that mobs don't spawn in like eight light levels anymore. That's such a nice change. It allows for a lot less torch spam. We don't talk about that enough. That's a huge change. I mean, that really changed everything. And like, it didn't change mob farms, right? Like, mob farms still are just fine, but it just changed like quality of life stuff. Like when you're lighting up a cave, you don't have to go so freaking crazy with torches to make sure you don't get like an arrow in the back, you know? It's a huge change. All right, we got one more of these to do. Let's do it. And then we can start, well, probably harvesting oak. I'm not sure. There's no way I have enough oak logs to build even one of these trunks. It requires several inventories. One of these trees requires several inventories of oak logs. Like, I would say 3, maybe even 4. It's a lot, because for all the branches, it's just all oak logs. So the reason why we're doing these huge trees is because this is my own personal tree repository. Oh, I'm glad you're talking. It's quiet in chat, so talk away. Doesn't bother me a single bit. I'm live streaming in order to talk to people. If I weren't wanting to talk to people, I would just record and watch a YouTube channel. I've been super into this YouTube channel called what's it called? Deconstruction Zone. It's tremendous, and he does like 5 and 6 hour live streams like 5 days a week, and he's Justin, who runs the channel, is unbelievably knowledgeable, like smart, fast, super like educated about that type of stuff. And yeah, I've been really just like learning a lot, like educating myself. So I've been watching his streams pretty much every day just to learn and grow and evolve and all that kind of stuff. Let me put a little bit of grass here just so it'll start to spread. I was saying earlier, one of the things I love about Bedrock since I switched is I love this. I love like you can't, when you're like placing in a row, you can't misplace blocks. That's freaking nice. It's so annoying to misplace blocks, man. And like the fact that you can just drag is a huge quality of life difference, especially when you're building big. If you're building small, it doesn't change anything. But like if you're building big, I mean, come on, how smooth was that, right? And I love that you can place blocks like just by like looking over at the edge of the block. That's really cool too. Oh, I don't love that you can still fall off the cliff. I mean, I wouldn't if I held shift, but I'm trying to go faster, so. Yeah, look how smooth that is, man. Anywho, 2 hours. I think what we'll do, I'll be honest, I'm kind of testing out live streaming again for like when I go back to school full time in a month, about if I could just get on and just do, instead of record episodes, because I want to keep playing this world and expanding on the lore and the storyline and building and stuff, but I don't have like, 50 hours per episode to dedicate, or else I do one episode every 3 months. And I want to do that. I want to keep going. So I'm kind of testing out if I want to sort of convert to doing primarily live streams in this world, just to keep progress going. I don't know. I kind of think once school starts, that'll be kind of what has to happen. Because like if I have if I work, so I'm asynchronous. The way my masters is going to be, it's asynchronous masters, which means like you work at your own pace. So I'm gonna, like, say I work for 3 hours on class on coursework. I might need an hour break, and you know, the thought of just like logging on and doing a 1 hour live stream is pretty darn appealing. So I'm kind of thinking that's the route I'm going to go in the fall here once school starts. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I'm going back to school for speech pathology, for a master's in speech pathology. My older son is autistic and was non-speaking till he was 3, and was diagnosed very early as being on the spectrum. And I got to watch through a two-way mirror outpatient speech. It was like, it started 1 time a week and then it moved up to even some weeks were 3 times a week, like over the summers and stuff, where I got to watch him completely learn how to talk due to this really amazing speech therapist. And I always thought, you know, wow, that seems like something I'd like to do. You know, that's really appealing to me. And then I got divorced a couple years ago, and I thought, you know, well, my kids are at that point, my younger son was still in kindergarten, so I had to be here all the time because it was half day. So ADHD is its own thing. And I know the 2 things I know most about are autism and ADHD, because those are what my 2 sons are diagnosed with, both one for each. Anyway, so after getting divorced, I decided that I would that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go and do speech, teach speech, so become a speech therapist. So I've been in school doing my prerequisites for the last 2 years, getting ready for it, and now I'm ready to start full time, basically. So I'm starting full time school next month, and it'll be a 2-year program to finish, because I finished all my prerequisites. It certainly did suck, but it was 2 years ago, so thank you for saying that. But I'm 2 years on the other side now, you know. But I'll say my first year was not great. The first year out of that, well, in the last year of the marriage, because it wasn't my idea, you know what I mean? Not to get too into it, but it wasn't my call. So yeah, the last year of the marriage and the first year out of it were brutally hard. I'll say this. I said this last stream, you know, but as we're all aging together, whenever you folks go through life, and if one of your friends or a family member or something like that goes through that, reach out to them, because the feeling of isolation during that initial period is severe, especially if there's kids, you know. Like when I didn't have my kids, when it first happened, it was so isolating that I can't even communicate how isolating it was. So my recommendation is for all of us, when you have friends that eventually go through that, because you will, and they will, reach out and be there for them, whether they say they need you or not. Just be there, just be around, you know. Like call them, say, hey, we're going out for drinks, we're going to a movie, we're doing this, you know, come on, let's go, get in the car. Don't let them be by themselves, because it's tough, you know. Yeah, I came out okay on it, you know. It worked out okay for me. I have my kids, I have primary custody of my kids, so I have them most of the time during the school year. Certainly summer's a little bit more half and half, but during the school year I have them most of the time, so I can get through it. But if I didn't have my kids, I don't know how I could have gotten through it. It would have been pain. It was pain anyway. It would have been much worse. Anyway, whatever. That's in the long past for me. I'm happy. I'm good now. Things are great. I couldn't be more happy now. I'm in a great place. Met a wonderful woman. My kids are really good. So, certainly could have been a lot. Oh my goodness, could have been so much worse. let's finish this up. I'm gonna need coffee, but I want to finish this before I go get more. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. I've seen some of my friends who've gone through it. You know, at my age now, I'm 48, right? So, like, I have quite a few friends who've gone through it, and I would say I'm probably on the better side coming out than most of them are. So I'm you know, generally I'm a look at the bright side guy, and you know, I'm pretty easily able to look at the bright side of this one. Anyway, I want to talk about other things. I don't want to get... When I was first going through it, I was pretty open in my old streams about that over the last couple years, and I'm trying, you know, I'm very happy now, so I just want to sort of stay there. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to complain about vibrant visuals. I only have a couple complaints. One of them is, look how sunny it is, even though it's raining. And I think that is, at times, a cool effect. For sure. Like, sometimes I really like the effect of, like, the sun when it's raining. That's, you know, that's what you see in real life, right? But I think sometimes it should be really dark, and it never is dark. It's always like this. So I think they need to make the sun less powerful when it's raining in Vibrant Visuals. I don't have many complaints, because I think it's I think Vibrant Visuals is awesome, and I love it. But I do think that's something that needs to be changed. You know, I'm so psyched about building all the different kinds of trees. Like, I'm just doing oak trees for now, but I'm going to have dark oak trees that are, you know, huge. Like, the small trees I'm building are 32 blocks high, and the big trees are 64 blocks tall. And I can't wait to place them all over the world. I'm so excited about that. Yeah, that's pretty similar, Unknown. That's pretty similar to my situation. I'm not remarried, but I'm in a good place. Oh. Although my kids are younger, so maybe it was a similar timeline. My kids are 7. Oh, I was gonna say 7 and 9, but they're not. They're 7 and 10 now. My oldest just had his 10th birthday. It didn't upset me. No, I'm good. I'm in a good place. I was not in a good place for the last for a lot of the last 3 years, but the last 6 months or so, it just takes time, you know. You hate to say that. Like, anytime you go through, you know, crappy stuff, like, it just takes time, and that sucks to say because you want it now, but unfortunately, you know, it takes time. You just have to wait. You have to wait, you know. 6 or 7, yeah. Well, yeah, my youngest was 5 when all of that went down, so similar. But yeah, it just takes time, and you gotta figure out who you are, you know, who you are as a single person. Figure it out. But also, side note, also, if you're not 18, you should probably not put your age in chat generally. You know, it's cool, whatever. There's no age. There's no age limit to watch my channel or anything, but just in general, as a side note, you should generally not say your age unless you're 18 or higher, you know. Just a good internet tip, you know what I mean? I get it. See, look how sunny it is, and yet mobs are spawning. What the heck is going on in Minecraft? They gotta make rain darker. That's one of the very few things. I mean, look, there's like a bog. I just forget that guy exists. Creeper. Million zombies. So many zombies. Hey, we're done. We're done with all this stuff. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause the game. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee and go to the bathroom, okay? I'll be right back. All right, hey guys, I think I'm gonna end this here because I'm gonna eat some lunch. I just made up some lunch real quick, and then I'm gonna get ready for my gig. It's 1 o'clock already. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. There may be more live streams in the future. I don't know once my kids come back tomorrow if there will be or not, but I'm working on the next video, so it should be out soon. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for the chatting. I really do appreciate it.